Donatello gets stabbed in the chest bone and dies. Wait, what? Okay. So for those of you guys that didn't see my last video, short rundown. On Donnie's birthday, the cyborgs pull up, beat the turtle's ass, kidnap Donnie. Then he falls out of a helicopter, lands on his shell, which then paralyzes him, and he starts getting eaten by rats. Then the cyborg thing merges with him, and he becomes a turtle cyborg. Not that confusing, right? Alright, let's go. So like I said in the last video, that wasn't the end of Donnie's story. So Donnie finally reunites with his brothers after they think he died, and that's nice. But as I said before, the artificial intelligence part of Donnie is in a mental battle with him. It has a mind of its own, which Donnie expresses a lot with fear. As one day the turtles walk in on Donnie with the strap pointed to his head. They are instantly of the opinion that he's trying to off himself, which I mean is fair to assume. But Donnie says he's just trying to test to see if it will attack him, because he doesn't understand the AI himself yet. As to why Dog would put that shit up to his dome, I could not tell you, but he did it. But as I said, Donnie doesn't know the lengths of his power yet himself, and he seems to be the only one really taking it serious, because the other turtles want to spar despite his obvious concern, but they do it anyways, and Donnie actually starts packing them up. He's fast but also strong and probably has more endurance. For the most part, their squabbles are good, great little squabbles. That is until Casey enters the lair, and well, him not knowing that Donnie is a cyborg, he thinks this is the cyborg that broke into the lair and attacked them. So like the real ass nigga Casey is, he runs up on Donnie attacking him, trying to defend his friends. Of course, he ends up realizing it's Donnie, but the AI part of this dude, Don, don't care. And it starts taking over, and it comes very, very close to lighting up the whole damn lair. Donatello almost takes Casey's life, and this right here is why he was so concerned. He eventually gets his mind back, but he couldn't help what was happening at first. So to say the least, he has some learning to do. Now meet Deathwatch, what we like to call a D1 cornball. So later on, Donnie and this dude Deathwatch get in a little fight, and let me tell you, it gets bad. This dude has cybernetic powers, ironic enough. So when he fights Donnie, he just connects to dude like he's putting in a damn USB. And this dude Deathwatch starts talking insane. He tells Donnie how he can control the beating of his heart, his lungs, and all that. Basically just his whole body. So Donnie tells Deathwatch he ain't scared of him. He's already faced death. He beat it. Which, for Donnie's sake, is pretty tough. He's talking his talk. But that doesn't matter when the dude you are talking to is apparently just better, because he claps back, telling Donnie he didn't beat death. He just merely cheated it. Because, yeah, he can access his memory now too. Why not? He basically reminds Donatello he's not special. He's still paralyzed. The AI is giving him all his power. Without the armor, he goes back to what he was. As if this isn't disrespectful enough, Deathwatch, however he does this, kills Donnie's consciousness, and he gets sent to like a spirit realm or whatever. Now think about it. If Donatello's conscience isn't there, that leaves one thing to control everything: the AI. So now Donnie's body is really the AI, but walking around in a dead man's body. I know, some freaky shit. So after further discussion and understanding, you can guess the turtles are very, very mad and frustrated. They just got their brother back and they lost him again. Leo gets very mad at the AI, saying it could have gained control at any time and helped Donnie, but it didn't. He blames the AI, saying it did this on purpose so it wouldn't have to share a body, but it argues back with Leo. It simply explains Donnie told it to never help unless he asked for it, and he didn't. Despite Leo's anger, he can't ignore the facts, so he decides to find Deathwatch and jump his little lame ass. And they pull up on this nasty ass Goosebumps Tales from the Crypt Keeper ass mansion, where he apparently resides. Now, as you can see, there are 3 turtles here. This is because Raph is not with them. If y'all didn't know, This takes place in the same universe where Raph becomes Shredder, a topic I already discussed and covered in another video on this channel if you want to peep. And as of right now, he's on that adventure. Back to the robot BS though. They pull up to the mansion and I'm not gonna lie, they find Deathwatch and start stealing off on him. Like they literally got this man talking about ouch. But Deathwatch thinks he's so locked in despite getting packed up. He's still talking crazy, saying he gonna bury people, then immediately gets thrown out a window. However, they are both getting good licks in, as the AI is having a hard time fighting Deathwatch due to his powers. And sadly enough, as the fight continues outside, the robot Donnie gets picked up and impaled through what looks like the heart area. And through all this, Deathwatch just talks about how he was upset he wanted to kill both Donnie and the robot, but only got one. However, like I said, they were rolling deep. The turtles weren't just alone, they had their alien crew with them too. And they blasted Deathwatch with expertise. And well, after he's dealt with, they look down to see Donnie's body laying there. Well, I guess Deathwatch wasn't lying about burying somebody. See, the AI was still keeping the body afloat, despite Don's spirit not being there, but now, with no physical body, it's dead and the robot must find a new host. It tries to jump on Mikey, but Leo shuts that down quickly. Then this pink slimy dude named Lurch decides he wants it for whatever reason and just kind of takes it and flies off. Like he's dead, just like he just takes it. And with nothing left, they just have Donnie's body. So they try their hardest to save him however they can by putting him in this alien chamber thingy on some Wolverine shit. And well, Donatello stays in here for a while until one day when Leo is in this spiritual plane, like the way they communicated before when Donnie was paralyzed. Leo sees none other than Don's spirit. He then explains to Leo he's been trapped in here after his first encounter with Deathwatch, because Deathwatch is a little hoe and felt the need to do that. When Donnie is finally able to connect with his body again, he enters it and awakens. His spirit coming back revived bro from death a second time. You may notice he still has some metal on him, and this is actually pretty cool. The metal is helping him heal. You see, it was doing its work in the chamber. So not only can Donnie walk again, but his body is healing inside the armor. And pieces of the metal fall off on their own as he heals. And well, there you have it. Donatello's story on how he quote-unquote cheated death twice. I won't lie, a lot of bullshit happened to him, but overall, he came back. I seen a lot of people in the last video talking about how wild comics are and how crazy this is from the shows and whatnot. And yeah, it is. I feel a lot of people forget what the Turtles be about sometimes. They have things like the 80s show. Then they have things like this and The Last Ronin and so on. Considering we are getting a Last Ronin movie and a game soon, there's a good chance this kind of TMNT could become a lot more prominent. But who knows? I appreciate y'all as always. My Discord server is in the description if you would like to join. We be chilling, we be kicking it. And with all that being said, I appreciate y'all watching. I'm gonna catch you guys next time. And peace.